good, AG family? It's Gavin and I'm back. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the possibility of Max versus Ilia and if it's a good idea or not. Let's get into it. As we all know, Alexander Volkanovski is attempting to do something amazing. While already holding the 145-pound championship, he's attempting a second chance at his destiny as he faces Islam Makhachev and attempts to dethrone him and become the new UFC lightweight champion of the world, making him a double champ. And now this brings us to the progression of the featherweight division. Now recently, there was some news broke by Holloway that the UFC was looking to make Ilia Tuporia versus Max Holloway sometime in January for an interim featherweight championship. And then the following week, Holloway had Alexander Volkanovski on his show. And Alex had this to say.
Is it true that you were supposed to fight in January against Ilia Tuporia, or at least that was in the works? And is it also true that you are still planning on doing that?
Yeah, yep, 100%. Like, that's what I mean. Obviously, in negotiations, and we're talking about, like, what about January? We're worried about January. I'm not worried about that. Like, I've showed that I'll back, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to explain myself, I'm telling you.
Alexander Volkanovski said out of his own mouth that he plans to fight Ilia sometime in January, but that all depends on if he comes out of this fight versus Islam Makhachev unscathed without any injuries and ready to roll. Now, the fact that the UFC has it in the air that Max Holloway versus Ilia Tuporia would be for an interim championship, meaning that it would be for the #1 contender spot, is absolutely crazy to me. Here we have an undefeated, young, hungry, fresh contender in Ilia Tuporia that has delivered statement wins in the featherweight division. Why at this point let Max Holloway even have the opportunity to mess this up? Now, this is no shade or no shot at Max Holloway. He's an amazing fighter, one of my favorites of all time. But we've seen Max Holloway do this before against Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen ran a 9 or 10 fight win streak. Arguably should have been granted a title shot. Now has to fight Max Holloway, which wasn't the best situation because Max Holloway wouldn't even have been in the title picture since he just lost to Alexander Volkanovski. The UFC cannot make this happen. It just stunned the growth of the featherweight division and not bringing any new challenges to the champ. So regardless of what happens in Islam versus Volk, Ilia Tuporia is the clear-cut #1 contender that should be fighting Alexander Volkanovski for the 145-pound championship. And as far as Max Holloway, I'll make a video at a later time discussing where he should go next. But him versus Ilia is a fight that I would love to see. But like I said, the circumstances in which the fight would take place would just make no sense. But that is going to do it for this video. Please leave down in the comments down below. Does the possibility of Ilia Tuporia versus Max Holloway make sense or no? And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with a friend. Without further ado, it's Gavin and I'm out. Peace.